All right. I am so excited, guys. Today, we are going to literally talk about how to get to diamond within your first 90 days, okay? And either earn a bonus if that's going on right now, because I want people to be able to watch this later. But first, we're going to actually talk about some awesome sample cash. At conference, they had these amazing ways to send samples now that are easy, they're affordable, and you can make amazing cash. And Alejandra came up with this cute little graphic, and it's awesome because it gives one sample, a few samples, and then loyal customer price. And so you guys, people that want to try the product first, obviously the goal is to sign them up as a distributor or customer first. But if they are saying, well, I want to try, or, oh, I'm not sure, then your goal is to sell them a sample, you make cash, and then you follow up with them and they become a customer, okay, or a distributor, all right? So I'm going to have Alejandra share how she finds the people. She'll share the graphic that she uses in the team page and her pricing and how you actually send the samples. To be so honest, I never sold samples because I don't even want to go to the mailbox. I don't want to do nothing. And so this way you don't have to. It's just an app. Yay. Okay. I'm going to allow y'all to, oh my gosh, guys, we are just balling today. 177. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to allow y'all to unmute yourself. Alejandra, I don't know where you are. And I can see so many faces. Oh my gosh. You guys are actually showing your faces. Alejandra, unmute yourself. Mija. Where is she? Savannah, are you here? Do you want to share instead? Because she's not here. I don't know where she is at. Stacy, do you want to share instead? Have you sent samples?
Yeah, I've sent one through the app.
Okay, can you share with them how to do that? Because I haven't.
Yeah, actually, I feel like I'm so late to the game too. So if you guys feel like you don't know what we're talking about, like, it's okay. You can start right now. It is so easy. So you can either go to the Connect app, as long as it's the latest version. It will, like at the very top, it will say Skinny Brew Samples. All you have to do is click it, and it's going to direct you to the other app, and it's called It Works Samples. And then in the app, it's very easy. You just click, you can buy credits or send a sample. And so you buy your credits, and I did the 5, I think it's 5 for 30, right? So I did 5 of those, so $30. And then when you have somebody to send it to, you go right to the app and say send sample. And all you need is their address, their shipping address, their phone number, their email, and their first and last name. And you just put that in, and it sends it right away. And then you just tell them, like, hey, it's 15, it's $20. Do you have Venmo or PayPal? 6 for 35. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's what it was. Whatever the biggest one was, I was able to do.
You guys can decide however much you want to sell it for. That is totally up to you. But the thing is that pick a price and just stick with it.
Yeah, and you don't want to do anything less than 15 because then you're going to be taking away a little bit of the profit. So don't, and there's no reason to, you don't want to tell people that it's a discount, well, you can do that by closing or whatever, but like our products are that good that they're going to buy them for $15, and you have to believe that. So just at least do $15. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So you guys, that's amazing, because at the end of the day, like my first, and Alejandra, you can unmute yourself and share some tips, and because I know you have your graphic and whatnot. But you guys, if you go to the app, you can see it right there. You can decide how much you want to sell them for. It's totally up to you. But like she said, they're going to have to PayPal or Venmo or whatever cash to you. But I just want to share my testimony because, to be super honest, I know it's not as super exciting to be like, well, I'm selling a sample and making a little bit of cash. But my first 3 months in the business, I didn't sign any customers or distributors, but I did sell wraps. I sold individual wraps, and that was like a $10 profit, right? You buy them for 15, you sell them for 25. It was a $10 profit. And because I saw that cash coming in, I knew that the business worked. I just hadn't really figured out how to sign people yet. But I was like, okay, it's real money coming into my pocket. And so that also was a really good thing for my husband to see that it was also bringing money in. And third, it was also the way that I could pay for my auto ship to run my business so that I could be using a product and I could be selling samples. And, you know, just making sure that I was using that along the way. So Alejandro, do you want to share anything else about samples and your graphic and whatnot? I let you unmute yourself.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry. I was like 4 minutes late and I was like, oh my God. Everyone's
4 minutes too late, girl.
Where are you at? And I'm like, oh, I'm running. Okay. So, so I do I do 3 for 23. And here's why 23 and not 20. Because if you only buy one sample, let's just say, and you're like, I just want to try it, you know, I just want to try and see if the sample thing is for me before, you know, you buy the set of, for 30, which is 5 samples. If you sell it, you buy it and it's like $8.60 with shipping, with tax or whatever, it's $8.60. And then you sell it for 23, you're making those $15. Okay. And when it was the salted caramel, I sold those 3 for 23 for the same reason, because I noticed that I was like, you know, buying the postage, the stamp, you know, and all that jazz for the packaging. And I was barely making $15 because of the $5 or $6 in shipping cost. So from that point, I just said, you know, 23, 3 for 23, it kind of like just rhymes. And I just ran with it. So when they came out with this, I did the numbers and it's the same thing. So if you sell it for $23, even if you buy the 5 for 30, or 5 for 30, and you sell them for 23, you make your money right back, regardless of shipping costs, regardless of the tax. Cause I actually paid $32 with shipping and tax for the 5-day samples. So, I mean, if you sell 2 samples right away, you've made a profit, you know, so you paid yourself for what you spent and then you made a profit. Okay. So that's why that 23 is 23. Then for 6, I say 40, because 23 times 2 is actually 46. So I'm giving you like a $6 discount. You know, you're basically getting 1 or 2 for free. So 3 for 23, 6 for 40, 15 for 49. You see that from, you know, from 6 to 15, you're only spending $9 more. People are going to want obviously 15, right? And then from 15 to the full 30, it's 79. So it's only another $30 or $20, whatever. 30.
And
but
the
then
last 2 options, you guys, are loyal customer.
Our loyal customer options. So when I'm making them see that if you buy the full month, it's actually cheaper than if you were to just buy the samples. So I actually have a graphic, and I'll share on the page, that it says, you know, right there, it says 3, 6, 15, 30, so that they could see the prices. I've been very active on my social media talking about these sample packs. Honestly, you guys, I am not a math person whatsoever at all.
She just want to make her money though.
I am very red in that, okay? So I want to make sure that I am making my money back, okay? Just like Christy said, my husband's like, all right, you're spending money, but where's the money at, okay? So that's why to me it's very important that I'm not just breaking even. No one wants to break even. If you're tie, you die. That's what Ashley Mayfield says. So don't break even, make a profit. That is the goal. People will buy it if you're confident in it. You know, if you go to Starbucks 3 times, that is about $23 anyway. So just be confident in your product. Okay. Yes, I will send the prices and stuff like that so everyone has it. And then, so the first way that I'm getting people is literally just going back to everyone who's been wanting coffee or a product in general and say, hey girl, I know you've been so on the fence. I have these 3-day sample packs. I can ship it to you right now. If you want, like I can literally ship it to you today. And then they're like, yeah, for sure. I'm like, okay, here it is. I literally don't send them any other wording except that graphic that I'll share with you guys later. It's literally the Skinny Brew pamphlet. It says a little bit about what it does. And then it says the info that I need for your order. It says name, number, email, all that jazz. And then on the right-hand side, it says the ways that they can pay me. I have Cash App, I have Venmo, and I have PayPal. That's it. So it literally is one little graphic that I send once they say that they are interested. Okay. Like I said, I've been very active on blasting the fact that I have samples on social media, on stories, on posts. I'm doing a raffle for a free sampler pack, you know, and just getting really, and my host the post says you can get a free sample pack. So I'm just like, sample pack, sample pack, sample pack. And then I actually had this girl, she's like, oh, I don't like coffee. And I was like, it's okay, girl, I got tea, don't worry. And she's like, oh, okay. And now she wants the tea. The tea is not available in the sample packs, but the same pricing is what I'm giving for everything. So Any sample that you want, it's 3 for 23, period. It could be samples of the reds one day, and I'm going to just do a set price, 3 for 23. And then it's also simple for you to already have like maybe even a copy and paste message, if you need to do that for yourself. I use a lot of voice message because I want people to know, like, you guys have to understand, I was one of the first people to try it at conference, this coffee. And when I just smelling it, I was like, okay, this is money right here. Half my blood is coffee. I'm a coffee person. So that just makes me say, okay, if I love coffee this much and billions of people are drinking coffee, bam, this is where the money's at. So I'm just really passionate about it. Like, this coffee is so bomb. You're going to be hella skinny. You're going to feel great. You're going to have energy for days. Like, you need this coffee in your life. And Just the Brew, like I said, Just the Brew is available for that immediate send. But like I said, I am purchasing the tea and then doing the shipping of the tea myself, because I don't want to lose a potential because they don't like coffee. No worries, girl, I got you. We got tea that does the same thing without the caffeine and without the coffee. And then they're like, okay, I'll try that instead, but then that helps me to pay for my auto ship, you guys, with those sample packs. Yesterday I made $70, and then today I made another 46. So I sold 2 more today, and that's literally, what's giving me that fast cash right away. So tell me of like how other way, if you need money fast, can you pay for your auto ship? And you don't have to wait for your commissions. You can do that right now. You're cycling that money around, but it's all about a mindset. Because you just sold 5 packages doesn't mean you have over $100 in your pocket. Make sure you pay yourself or reinvest that into your business, turn it around, and then when the next 100 comes out, then you can treat yourself. That's just what I'm doing. My goal is $400, and I'm not touching that money until I make $400. And then I'm going to post, oh my God, I can't believe I sold $400.
I love that. You guys, that's like those little things where people say like, oh my gosh, like we purchased, our groceries with sample cash or whatever. People are like, wait, it was cash. It wasn't just like a commissions check. It really shows like a different, just a different side. Did you mute yourself? Are you done? Oh, what happened? It muted you.
I think you muted me when you talked.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do
It's
that.
Okay. I'm like, okay, my time's up. I was like, okay, I get it. No, but for real, you guys, just be very loud about the fact that you have samples. And this is what I'm telling my team. Even if you don't have samples yet, say you have them. It takes 2 seconds to buy them on Connect app. Okay. It takes 2 seconds. And that's honestly what I did. I was promoting the fact that I had samples, and 2 girls are like, we want them. I'm like, oh crap. When I bought them, literally they paid me. And with the money that they paid me, I bought, the 5-pack. So like I said, it's really easy, fast cash, and it's the turnaround. It's a high margin. So it's really high profit for you guys. If you have that 23, 40, 49, 79.
I love that. Okay. So you guys, going based upon what she just said, I want you to understand that like, there's a process in this business, right? Let's just say you start and you have 100 Facebook friends and 100 followers, and you want to grow this $1 million business on social media. It's going to take a minute for you to grow your social media. You're going to do host to post. You're going to message. You're going to do what you can, but it's going to take a minute, right? Now, what Alejandra and Stacy are saying about the sample cash is that you're going to make that profit, but also all those people are going to become customers and distributors when you follow up with them. That's the secret. Write their name down and make sure that you didn't just make $5, $10, $15, $20 off somebody, that you actually turn them into a customer or a distributor. That was what I did with my, my wrap customers. I turned them into customers, real customers and real distributors. And that's something that you guys are going to see. It's not going to be like, you take the money and sign them up. Obviously you sold them a sample, but it's going to be something where when they're ready, when they try it, they're going to be like, sign me up as a customer. And you're going to be signing people like crazy. I know Savannah has done always so many samples just herself, and she always turns them into customers and distributors. And I know Shandy was sharing that she had a girl who said she would never buy her product. She would never become a distributor. And she just shared with us like that a girl was like, oh, do you think like I could get a sample of your coffee? And she got a sample and she was like, hey, can you send me over your compensation plan? I think I want to join the business. And so this is just something where you can give them a taste. a literal taste of this business. And you know, you guys, I don't drink coffee. So some of you guys might be here and you're like, well, what if I don't drink coffee? But billions of people in the world do. And so we're giving them a healthier alternative. And so like if there are 18 million Starbucks on every single corner, because I know you guys know they are, if those are there, then you can also make $1 million in this business. Like that's just what it really comes down to. Okay, so I'm really excited about that. And if you guys have any other tips of selling samples, just put it in the chat and Alejandra will share her graphic and pricing and whatnot at the end. Okay. So I'm not sure if you guys saw my comment, but I said, you know, prepare this if you guys saw it, obviously. So this is the roadmap to Diamond in 90 days. Originally, VD's husband is the one who made it. I had Aaron alter it just a little bit, just to switch things around, just a tiny little bit. And so this is our guide, you guys. In every great business, there is a system, okay? So for example, Pam always said like she went to a McDonald's in England or something like that. And she said she looked at it and it was the exact same. The stove was on the same side. The people were working the same way. The kitchen was faced the same way. The entry, like everything was the exact same. And they had a system. And because they had that system, it could duplicate so easily. So for 2020, I kind of decided this is my system. As a new distributor, you guys, or not a new distributor, somebody that just needs a guide, this is going to be the guide. This is going to be something where it's going to tell you what you need to be doing each day. And if you complete this, you will hit your goals. If you do not complete this, you will know where you lack, right? Like if you're doing everything and then you're like, crap, for half the month, I didn't do my personal development, you're going to know where's lacking. And so this is going to be the guide. And so for new distributors, I'm going to go over this stuff, you guys. For new distributors, this is the golden ticket because I truly believe that a new distributor quits if they're overwhelmed. That's it. That's the number one reason I think people quit. They're discouraged and they're overwhelmed, okay? And this is going to say, listen, number one, there's a satisfaction in check marking something off. I've actually like read it in a book. Like it's weird. Like when people make lists and they can like mark it off or check mark it off, it makes them feel good. They're accomplished. Okay. And so this is just going to help with that, but it's also just going to keep it simple. If I have somebody saying, hey, what do I do next? I'm like, go print this out in the files section of the Make It Happen team page. It's in there, you guys. And you guys can save it to your other pages and whatnot. Because it is like a PDF or whatever. And so this is going to be your guide for new distributors for everything. Now, the hows, you guys, all of these things we're going to go over right now, but they are in the announcement section. They are in the training videos. The answers to all of these things are right there, okay? But we're going to go into them a little bit more in depth. So, and if any of the other leaders want to share anything about anything, totally jump in. We didn't talk about it, so I don't want to call on you if we didn't plan it. So the first thing is, and you guys, you know what's so powerful about this? I did this, and I checked how long it took. It took me about 1 hour, okay? This daily checklist took me about 1 hour, okay? Now, of course, I spend other time helping you guys and my newbies, but my actual work, you guys, it only takes about 1 hour. Now, the 30 minutes personal development. If you're new or not new, okay, I'm going to talk to everybody as if they are new or if they're not doing personal development. Okay, so I do two things. I am reading / listening to the book that we are doing for this month. Okay, it's right there in the announcement section. It's the Hollywood Commandments. That's the book club we're doing. Okay, it's right there. That's one thing I'm doing. And the next thing I'm doing is in the mornings, I literally just listen to a YouTube video. That's what I like. If you don't know anything else, that's where you should start. It's simple. It's free. Go on YouTube and type in motivational videos. For me, that it kind of gets me pumped up. Now, the other option, I guess you could say, is The Secret. Go watch The Secret. It's on Netflix. How many of you guys have Netflix? I'm just trying to keep you awake, so I'm asking you. Okay, I know. Because with this, I'm going to talk at you. So you guys should have notes, or you should have this, because I want to make sure we get through it and nobody falls asleep. Okay, so if you guys have Netflix, okay, if you have Netflix, go watch The Secret. It's amazing. The secret to personal development is doing it every day. It's not reading a whole book in one day and then skipping 12 days. It is picking a pace and going at that pace each day. If you are happy reading 5 pages a day, read 5 pages a day. If you're happy watching 1 video or 5 videos a day, pick that pace and do it each day. That's the secret. But honestly, that is what I do. And I say start there, but that's exactly what I do. Along with personal development, you guys, let's just make sure that we know like what our goal is. Obviously, if you're doing this, and even if you guys are not new, have this out, because this can be your roadmap to helping someone go diamond within 90 days. That's my goal, right? Like, I'm not going diamond. Half people on here are not going diamond. It's just that they're helping someone go diamond, and that's the same thing, okay? Because now someone else's chart is your chart. So who here is going for a diamond bonus, a $15,000 diamond bonus? Okay, so for any of you guys who say you are, if you're not doing one of these things, you won't hit it. It is a full circle. It's like you can't like make a baby without the husband, right? You have to have both. That's what it is. Like, this is your both. This is everything. This is the full circle. Okay. So the next thing is 20 potential distributor messages on Instagram, and then 20 potential messages on Facebook. Okay. What is wrong with your face? That, you guys, I rearranged things in the team page a little bit. I try to kind of consolidate them. So the distributor script is now in the description of the video talking about how to sign distributors, if you didn't know. Because some people are like, where'd it go? You took it away. I'm like, I didn't take it away. I just consolidated it. So it's right there. Now, in there's a reach out message. If you guys can do that in a voice message, your results will be at least double. I can guarantee that if you use voice message, okay? So it's really simple, very simple. Hey, Justin, I think you'd be so amazing at the business I do. I saw that you have 3 kids, and I think that you would be a killer at it, and it would be so cool for you to make some extra income. Have you ever thought about it, or do you even know what I do? That's like literally what I say, you guys. And the time that I get the most responses is where I literally sound like I just drank a Red Bull. Like, that's what it is. When I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you need to sign up right now. They're like, okay, let's sign up right now. Sure, whatever. I don't even know what's happening. Like, that's literally when I get the best responses. So sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do nothing, but I'm like, fine, I'm going for it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Courtney, and then I put my phone down and it's fine. Like, you got to be able to turn it on and off. Business owners, you can have a bad day, but you can't show anybody that. Sorry, you don't get to. Now it's Instagram and Facebook. Now, how many of you guys are only using one or the other? Okay. Well, only using Instagram or Facebook. Don't lie. I know some of y'all. Okay. So you are shooting yourself in the foot, because honestly, it'll take maybe 20 extra minutes to do the other one. Okay. To send 20 extra messages, that'll take 5 to 10 extra minutes. To add some more people, it'll take 5 extra minutes. I'm posting the same things on both. I'm putting the same thing on stories. I'm not saying you have to go gung-ho on one, but please just create the other social media account that you are not using. And some people say, well, my Instagram doesn't grow or my Facebook doesn't grow. Well, that's because you're not doing it daily and consistently. So please just do it. Because I have signed people on both that weren't on the other one, and I would have not found them if I wasn't on one of those. Okay. So the next one is 20 host to post messages on Facebook. You can do that on Instagram too, but host to post, you guys, is really simple. and actually Jessica just started a host to post, Disneyland host to post giveaway if you guys want to be a part of it. So normally it's just saying, hey, Stacy, would you mind, just supporting me and throwing a post up on your wall? I would appreciate it so much. And when we have a giveaway, you might say, hey, Stacy, I am doing a Disneyland ticket giveaway. Would you mind posting something on your wall for me and I can enter you into that giveaway? Okay, that's all it is. Now, hey, babe, can you go in the other room? These kids are playing Tickle Monster and they sound like I can't focus. Sound like they're going to kill each other. Anyway, I'm like, what am I talking about? So now the post that you give them, you guys, it's very simple. It's very just, my friend Stacy is looking for somebody who wants to lose, 31 pounds in whatever. There are lots of examples. You guys go to the team page, go to the search bar, type in host a post or HAP. There's lots and lots of posts with descriptions and stuff in the comments, with examples in the comments. Okay. So the reason for that is because it grows your network. So how many of you guys think you have a less than 1,000 followers or 1,000 Facebook friends? Okay. If you have that, you need to be utilizing host to post, because Jessica, my girl who just went double last month, she came from a host to post. I did a giveaway. She saw it on someone else's page. She did a host to post. And that's how she signed. My girl, Liza, she also came from a host to post. Okay. And she's going diamond this month. So I would have never met them if I didn't do host to post. So it's super, super, super important. I do both, right? Why not? I'll answer that at the end, Shandy. Is Bible study considered personal development? Absolutely. It sure is. But a personal development book, it might be more focused on the business aspect, if that makes sense. But I totally think so. Yes. Okay. Now follow up with 25 people. If you guys have any questions, just put it in the chat. I know I'm super boring right now, but I just want you guys to see how simple these things are to do each day. Okay. Don't fall asleep. I'm sorry. But I don't know how to make this sound super fun. Okay. So follow up with 25 people. So you're going to be like, hey, Cheyenne, you have a really nice butt. You should join my business. Okay. Right. Okay. See there, you're paying attention now. So my follow-ups, you guys, I'm very, two ways. I'm very nonchalant, and I also am very open up to me. I'm your best friend, open up to me. So I'll be like, hey, Alejandra, listen, girl, I know you've been wanting to make money with me. Is something holding you back because you haven't started yet? And I know you're trying to buy that new washer and dryer, right? And so I remind them about their goals, which is why in the distributor script, the first thing we ask is their goals, because there is nothing that makes you seal the deal better than to remind them why they wanted to start in the first place. So I remind them of their goals, and I ask them if there's anything that's holding them back. That's the biggest thing. We want them to open up. It's good for your relationship, but it's also going to be really good when they actually start to know why the heck they're here and what scares them. And there's this really cool post in the team page. If you type in objections, it's a super cool post that has all the objections. I don't have money. I don't have time. I don't know anybody. I don't know your mom, whatever. I don't know. So there's all of those. See, Amanda, she's sticking with me. She's paying attention. I see you. So it has all of those right there. Okay. Yeah. Save it to your phone. If you guys didn't know, on the team page, if there's any post that you really like, just click the top right button and save it. And it will save to your whatever. And then Alejandra, if you guys copy and paste it into your notes, then you can do text replacement with it. So if somebody's like, I don't have money, just type in, I don't have money, and then it will pop up. Okay. So that's how I follow up with distributors. With customers, I remind them, hey, Alejandra, listen, I know you said that you were trying to get hot stuff for your wedding. Are you still wanting to be hot stuff for your wedding? right? Because they're not going to be like, no. And so I'm just reminding them of their goals, you guys. And if they ignore me, the next time I'm just saying like, girl, is there something that's holding you back? I know you're going to do good. My thing is I'm always reminding somebody that I'm going to be their biggest cheerleader. Cheyenne, I know you're going to do good. I know you're going to do good. So I'm not going to stop following up with you. I have no shame. Like, I'm like, Suzette, girl, when are you going to sign up? Because I know you're going to sign up eventually. So you might as well do it now because we have a $15,000 bonus going on. So that's just kind of how I do it, you guys, because you know what? I have followed up with people on here right now that literally said, you changed my life, or this business changed everything for me, that at one point or another had ignored me multiple times. So I have no shame, and you won't either once that happens to you. If it hasn't happened to you, you're like, this is awkward. It's not awkward. It's your job. You follow up, right? State Farm, they called me again today. They call me like 3 times a week. I'm like, oh, and then like, I can't not answer it, right? Because I don't know it's them because they call from a different number every single time. And they're like, we just want to get you like a better quote. And I'm like, okay, I got to talk to my husband. And then I'm like, well, babe, maybe they could like get us a better quote. Like, we should see. But that took like at least a few months of them calling like weekly for me to like even say to my husband, like, maybe we should see what this thing is about. You know, like, it's businesses. It's not just, it works girls following up with people, or it works guys. I got you, Justin, following up with people. It is literally any business, right? Why do you think Starbucks came out with a rewards program or a card or this or that? Because like, they're following up with you. They're trying to get you back. That's their job. Anyways, so 1 to 3 posts on Facebook, business and life. So what this is so the 2 lifestyle business posts on Instagram. So I do the same 2 on Facebook, same 2 on Instagram. So that might be like, hey, this is your super crazy objection that I'm going to talk about right now. It's okay if you don't know anybody. I didn't either, blah, blah, blah. And then there's going to be one that's like my story, like, oh my gosh, this is my girl Stacy. This is her story, her 2 boys, blah, 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 yada, yada, her story, my story, whatever it is. So those are my business posts, okay? Now, the life post on Facebook is just either a video of my kids, a funny meme. I love to like share memes or, you know, funny things. I take them as my own and then I post them as my own. And the reason for that is because I want people to share mine. I'm not sharing other people's. I want them to share mine. But I also, that's kind of part of my personality. Like, I want people to come to my page and be like, okay, she's fun. Like, she's serious about her business, but she also is like trying to have fun. But that's just kind of like my thing, you know? Now, and if you have like a baby or kids, like totally like take a video of them a day. Like, people just love that. It just brings joy. Now, add 5 times to Facebook and Instagram stories. Okay, so I used to say not to link them because they used to come up all janky, but now I literally just load up my stories on Instagram. It's linked to my Facebook stories, and now they do allow the polls to show up properly. So I just load them up. And so 5 times. To me, that baby, I know, he's so cute. For me, 5 times is not 5 slides. Okay. 5 slides, you're out. That's too little. 5 times to me is like a personal, a quote, a product, a personal, and a business. It's not that complicated. Save a bunch of quotes from Pinterest. People love that stuff. Do a video of you sharing, you know, you using a product, make a business story on over, and then, you know, take a video of, I don't know, your dog. Like, there's just so much stuff, right? Anything that you would like to document, just throw it up on your stories. How many of you guys shop? Okay, I shop. How many of you guys get packages? People love that stuff. They love to watch you unbox stuff, whether it's an It Works thing, whether it's an Amazon package. Like, I just bought hangers, new hangers. They're like super cute and pink and velvet. And I'm totally going to go on my stories and be like, oh my gosh, guys, like, look at these hangers. They're so cute. I didn't know if they were going to be cute, but they're so cute. Like, I'm just going to do that. And people are going to watch it and they're going to love it. They're just going to love it. And it's coat hangers, but it's fine because they're really cute coat hangers. but people are just going to love it. They are. Or like you're going through your kids' clothes and you're getting rid of stuff, or it's your, you know, grandson's birthday or whatever. And you're just like, oh my gosh, look at my cute grandson. It's so cute. Or, oh my gosh, I'm going through my baby stuff. Like, it's so sad. Like, it's your diary. You guys, your story is your diary, and people want to read your diary. They are snoopy. I think honestly, people want to read your diary more than they want to look at posts. Like, even though I know that's what we do, the first thing I do is I go to my stories. How many of you guys go to your stories first? I do. Yeah. So I go to my stories first. So guess what? Everybody else is going to their stories first. Yeah. Mikkel said it. Act like you are famous. I love it. I'm like, clean out my pantry, guys. This is the before. Like people care, but guess what? They do. They just like, it's TV, you guys. It's so TV. It's funny. Okay. So, and save stuff. Sometimes I'll take videos of my kids and I won't post them till later because I know I'm going to be doing something in like the next 8 hours. And then I'll just save that video to post like later on or whatever. Okay. So next thing is add 50 new followers on Instagram. And then add 15 new friends on Facebook. Now, the 50 new followers on Instagram, my husband was supposed to put like 4 times a day, so I'm gonna edit that. So for Instagram, you guys, you can't go follow 800 people at one time. You'll get blocked. It'll look like unusual, like weird activity to them. So do like max 50 an hour, if that, a few times a day. That's what you should be doing. I don't count it. Everybody always asks. So if you guys have questions, say this, because I always think that people know, but then they don't. They're like, how do I find friends to follow? So for example, there's this cute girl I go to church with. She's so cute. She used to be a DT, but she's not anymore. So it's fine. Okay. Anyways, so I go to her page, go to her followers. What is wrong with this? Okay, there it is. So I go to her followers. I used to go to the likes, but guess who goes to the likes? Every other business. And who likes people's stuff? Most people are creeps and they do not like stuff. So I actually now go to their actual followers and I'll scroll down and I'm looking for the people that got the basic photos. I don't want the fancy people with 18,000 followers. I'm not saying those people are not amazing, but those people are going to take a little bit longer to sign. And they will eventually. But I'm looking for the regular old Joe that I can teach how to be an ambassador. I'm looking for, you know, me or Stacy or Alejandra or Savannah that was just a normal person that I can teach how to do this. Okay. What is so funny, Alejandra? It's because she's all in your business. You guys, I see everything. I see everyone's faces. But anyways, so that's how I do it, you guys. And then I do that a few times a day. As far as Facebook friends, do not go to the suggested people, because guess who is suggested to all of us? The same people. We're all suggested to each other. So I would go to a friend of a friend who is not in the business or any business, and I would go to their friends or a picture on their page and go to their likes and maybe add like 10 to 15 a day. I don't get crazy with it. You guys can do things 2 different ways on Instagram. You can be public and use hashtags if you got pretty photos, or you can be private and you just have to be super interactive with other people also for followers. Okay. Now, going back to that, you're never going to get followers if your page doesn't look good. You're never going to get followers or Facebook friends if your page doesn't look good. So it's got to be a couple things. It's got to have value. So like I said, the value could just literally be you unboxing things. It could be you having a code for something. It could be that you have a cute kid and you dress them cute and take pictures. It could be that you like fashion. It could just be that you're really funny and that you go on your stories each day and share something. Like, figure out what you like or what you want to be known for and do that. That's going to give some value as far as like entertainment. Okay. Even quotes, you guys, like if people go to your page to feel inspired, like that's a good thing. So that's the first thing. Next thing is get a preset. I know some people are like, yeah, but presets are hard. Don't have a newbie do that. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get way better results if you get one now. So go get one. Just go to Etsy, type in preset, okay? Pick one of those. Brittany said now. Do it now. Go get a preset that you like. Do not pick one where, you know, you with your dark hair is picking this black and white one and all of a sudden you look washed out. Like, pick one that, like, the girl in the picture has your same hair color and skin tone, you know? Like, for example, Stacy's, I could never use that because her hair is blonde and mine is not. I would just look I would look black and white. Like, I would look like I had gray hair. So anyways, they should send you a like link on how to do it. So all it does is it gives you, it just gives you a nice filter for your photo so that everything looks uniformed. Okay. I've seen guys have it. I've seen girls have it. Caesar, I'm pretty sure, has one. So you pick what you want, you go into Lightroom, and then just literally, I don't know what you're saying. You just literally need to like put it on there, and then you can apply it to every single one of your photos the same. Okay. It's really simple. And if you guys ever have questions about what I'm saying, it's on the team page or it's on YouTube. You guys think I'm like super smart, but actually when somebody says something, I'm like, I'm just going to go to YouTube and figure this out. I'm just going to figure this out right now. If I like see a trend, like I remember seeing presets and I was like, oh, I don't need that. I don't need that. And I was like, damn it. All these girls with like 18 million followers have a freaking preset. So I need one. So I figured it out and then I taught you guys. So, the next thing is comment on 25 posts on Facebook and 30 on Instagram. It's just interaction. It's numbers. This shouldn't take you very long. Just really, truly be intentional, right? So heart eyes, that's not a comment. So cute, that's not a comment. My goal is to have 3 or more words on each comment, okay? Because guess what? How many of you guys have ever gone through your Instagram or your Facebook likes? Never. Oh, Stacy has. Well, to like message them, but I mean like your potential, they're not going to the likes and they're not like looking at it and they're not like, oh my gosh, like, look, Stacy Rapp liked my picture. But guess what? If Stacy comments on it, they're gonna see that comment and they're gonna reply because that's what you do. You give a little to get a little. You give love to get love. And so then they're probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, her page is so cute. And they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what does she do? Oh my gosh, right? That's what you want. So I think this is the most underrated thing that people forget. I think they forget to do this because this is building a relationship. This is just so stinking important, you guys. You will never gain interaction unless you give it because it's very simple. It's that Facebook and Instagram are not going to show your stuff to them unless you go comment on their stuff. Same thing, reply to 15 stories is the next thing. You're just replying to people's stories. It's very easy. I'll reply to it and I'll be like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Or even heart eyes, like you just got in their inbox. You didn't even have to send them a message. But I love doing that. I go through I even reply to your guys' stories because I want to, but I'll reply. And then when I'm going to offer the business and message, it's so freaking easy because they can see that I have been watching them, right? Like I replied to their stories. I sent the heart eyes. I did this, I did that. Now I'm going to actually jump back up really quick because of what Stacy said. So the 20 potential distributor messages on Facebook and Instagram, I do it a couple different ways. So I will first go to the likes on my posts. Okay. Hey, Sally, I saw you like my post. Are you interested in making money with me? Okay. Or I'll be kind of sneaky. I'll be like, hey, girl, I've been watching you. Have you ever seen what I even do? But I know they've seen what I do because they just like my post. But I want them to feel like it's personal towards them. So I'll go to the likes on my post first. Then I will go to the views on my story because those are the real creeps, right? Anyone can like your picture because you look cute in it. But the real creeps, they're the ones watching your stories every freaking day. And you see, it's always like the same few hundred people. Those are the people who are really creeping on you. And so I go to those people next. And then the third, once I kind of go through those people, then I will just go down my page. Like, for example, Shandy, she was just down my page. I was just messaging. I didn't even pay attention. I just messaged her and offered her the business. And that's happened with a lot of people here. Savannah, like I was just messaging. I didn't know her. I just commented on her stuff, gave her some compliments, and offered her the business. So you guys, that is literally send happy birthdays. So that's the last thing, okay? Sending happy birthdays. It's just on Facebook. You guys get the notifications when it's someone's birthday. It's just a nice little way to build a relationship because you're actually giving them the personal message. It's really simple. It doesn't take much time and it's nice. You know, people like it. Now the extras, go live. I like to be very excited. Even when I'm not excited, as soon as I hit that live button, I my blood boils and I go 100 miles an hour. So for me, I love to go live. I think that people can feel my excitement and, you know, my excitement for my goals and my excitement for the business. So I love to go live. And if you guys have never done it, I challenge you to do it at least once a week for the next month and just see how much better you get. You're gonna suck. I see you, Jennifer. She's like, no, girl, you ain't talking to me. Everybody's always like, no. You guys, you have to stand out. If you want to stand out, you got to do something different. Like, you just have to. Some tips for going live. Okay, that's a good for the first time. Don't act like it's your first time. You don't have to act like it's your first time. Act like you've been doing it. Act like a boss. So my thing is when I first started going live, you guys, I wrote down 3 or 4 like bullet points of things that I wanted to make sure I talked about, because they say that actually most people watch the replay. Most people end up watching the replay and they're not actually on live. And so do not wait for people to jump on. I will like interact. Like if I have people jump on, I'm like, hey, Liza, hey, Amanda, oh my gosh, blah, 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 whatever, what up, girl? While I'm waiting, I don't just sit there. Because how many of you guys have watched a live where they're just like, no one's on yet, I'll wait. When somebody's going to watch the replay, you already lost them. We are a society that's like immediate. If you don't gain their attention, they're done. So you just start talking, have a point or two, okay? I was talking to Shandy. She's like, should I go live and share this, blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, share an objection, share your story. There's so many things. Maybe I'll make a list of ideas you guys can go live about, because the list is really endless and it is so beneficial. It really is. It's so beneficial and it's honestly fun. Every single time I go live, once I get off, I swear people are messaging me and I swear I just feel so hyped. Like I just feel so excited. Like I'm like, this is so much fun. I just love it. So that's kind of one of those extras. Let me see. I did see a question in here, so I want to make sure I go over that. You guys, the biggest thing is just do these things consistently. It's really not brain surgery. It's just doing them consistently and with excitement. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Alejandra, do you want to share that now about schedule, or do you want me to? Or, I mean, you know, being organized. You want me to? Or
Yeah, for sure. So basically, you guys, we just went over literally a rundown of what to do every single day to work your business. It's not hard. You know, it's that check mark option so that you know exactly what you did and didn't do, you know, so you can sometimes, you know, one day you'll be super good at messages and then you're like, oh, snap, I forgot to post or whatever, you know, or vice versa. But here's the thing, you guys, if you don't have a schedule, or if you're like, I work, or I have, you know, 20 kids or whatever the heck, like there's people that are busier than you, like broker than you, less circumstances, less Wi-Fi, you name it. Okay. So there's someone with less doing more, making more, because they just have organization skills. So literally, it doesn't matter if you work a 9 to 5 still. You can wake up earlier. You can go to bed a little bit later. You know, during your lunch break, instead of sitting and, you know, gossiping with your coworkers, you could just be, you know, working on your phone. I have basically a 10-minute like work schedule all day long. Okay. So for 10 minutes, I literally will message people, put my phone down, because I homeschool. So for example, in between my daughter's lessons, she gets 10 to 15-minute breaks. During that time, I'm sending out my messages. I'm adding people back. I'm interacting, whatever. Like literally every single thing. I only do it for 10 minutes. That's it. But because I know I only have 10 minutes, like I got to get to work. Once that timer goes off, whether I did it or not, that's on me. But then at the end of the day, it's like, dang, I could have, done more with my day, or, oh, wow, I did a lot. That's awesome. And I laid my head to bed and I'm like super accomplished. So it doesn't matter what your schedule looks like. We all have 10 minutes. That's it. So especially because you don't have a full power hour, sometimes it's easy to get distracted on a power hour, straight up. Like, I'm going to be honest. But if you have 10 minutes and you know that those are the only 10 minutes you have to send those messages, you get to work and you're focused just on that. So break it down. Don't think you have to send, all 50 messages, or don't think that you have to do all of that in one sitting. You can literally just 10 minutes. All right. Check half of it off or whatever. That works a lot for me just because I am such a busy person, with gymnastics and homeschool, that that's honestly what works best. Sometimes when I have more time, I'm like, oh, I have time. And then before you know it, your power hour is over. So just make sure that you're organized. That's literally all it is. There's no need to get overwhelmed. It's literally just checking off little by little every single day. Something that's so amazing, you guys. And I think Kirsty's the absolute best example about this. I'll never forget that one time that she said that, she was talking to some top leaders and they're like, Kirsty was just like a little turtle. She was just kind of there working her business, doing her thing. And then all of a sudden, boom, she's like freaking number 3, and because she's just consistent. So it's not how fast you go. It's the fact that you go every single day. So, you don't have to spend 10 hours and then burn out in a week and then be like, oh, I'm done with my business. And it's only the first week of the month, If you literally work your business at least 3 to 4 good hours every single day, you will get a lot more done. And you'll feel accomplished every single day. You'll get your checks marked off every single day. And you won't feel like you're behind in any way, because I don't think Kirsty's ever felt like she's behind. And I think if she has, she's like, okay, hold up. Like, let me put my focus back on to my race and my journey. We're all going to get there. It's just a matter of like when, so enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, trust the process. But if you're not consistent with the process, you'll never get there. So make sure you schedule yourself. I'm like a schedule, like freaking, get a schedule. I hate when people say that they don't have time, because they do have time. They just don't know how to use it. So get yourself on a schedule, be consistent, do it every single day, and then we'll all be ambassadors.
I love that. And you guys, like, it's funny because sometimes the busier people, they really do get it done because they have the 10 minutes and they just really utilize it. But I do find myself sometimes I'm like, I got nothing to do all day long. Stacey, do you want to say something? Okay, hold on, oh, look at her. She's excited. I had to make it so people can unmute themselves because they get just crazy.
Okay, so if it's loud, I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
But no, I wanted to mention something because we're talking about the basics here, things that we do every single day to get us to our end goal. Simple things every single day. I mean, am I right, you guys? What we do every day, the day-to-day is very simple. Like, it is very simple. And I want to just reiterate that because when I started, with you, Christy, you started just a few months before me. We didn't have all this. We didn't have the step-by-step. We didn't have the 6 list. We didn't have anyone guiding us every single day. And we didn't have the weekly trainings. We didn't have any of this. And so, I feel like we're hand feeding so many people, which is good. You don't have to research. You don't have to wonder how or why or whatever. You have it all in one page, like everything that you need. Get on the trainings, and then every single day just do the things that we tell you to do. It is so simple, and so many people are just complicating it, and they're wondering how it's going to happen. And we always talk about it. It does not matter how. You just do it. You do the day-to-day, the mundane, sometimes really boring stuff that you have to do. As a business owner, you got to take ownership of your day, and if you don't get things done that literally take you 60 minutes, then that is totally on you. When I started, I was working full time. I was going to school at night, and I had a newborn child. I had homework on the weekends, and I look back and I'm like, I don't even know how I did it. I really do not know how, but I did. And it's because I was consistent. I followed the right leader and we worked together, and that's all it was, day to day. And so no excuses, guys. Right now, if you want to see some money in your account, if you want to really change your life and other people's lives, then you just go every single day. And I just had to say that because it's been weighing on me. So many people are like, I don't know how, what do I do? Where is everything? You have it all, every single thing that you need. Do not wonder how. Just do the work, trust us, do it, and watch what happens.
Yes, and I love how you said, like, it's already in place, you guys, because here's the deal. You could go do parties. You could go do sip and samples. You could do this. You could do that. But nothing is going to duplicate unless you just keep it simple, and this is it. This is it. This is our 2020, how all y'all are going to get to diamond and above or create diamonds. This is it. It's right here. That's all, okay? And so I want to share just one more thing, and then somebody did ask me to share something at the end about your guys' page. Just really quick, don't share anything from anyone else's page, okay? Because it looks spammy. It hides your posts. Your Instagram and Facebook are now a business, okay? It should be like a personal business, like a family business, if that makes sense. It shouldn't just have like 12 recipes, 15 people sharing something. If you guys love to share things, tag someone in it or save it. Do not share it to your page, okay? It just needs to look good. And do not be afraid to tell your new distributors that, or even not your new, your current people. Sometimes we're like, I don't know how to tell Sally that her page looks like it's a spammy, you know, whatever. I'm like, just tell her. You're not doing her any good by not telling her. Okay, so this is, okay, so this, you guys, is in the Make It Happen team page files, okay? If you, for some reason, are not in there, ask your leader to give it to you, okay? That's there to print. Erin typed it out, though, roadmap to diamond in 3 months or something like that, and it should say 90 days, okay? So this is in the in your documents in your eSuite. So this is diamond, you guys. This is a $15,000 bonus. Keep your eyes on the freaking prize, because like Stacy said, you can get distracted. There are other ways. There are other things that you could be doing. There are other things that can distract you, but this is how you're going to make a big fat bonus this month, next month, or whenever your 90 days is. This is all you need. Okay. So I want you guys, if today's, let's just say you signed up today, or if you're not Ruby yet, I want you to have 2 things out. I want you to have a Ruby chart out and a diamond chart out. Okay. That's all I want you to have out. We're just going to kind of skip emeralds. Okay. We ain't got time for it. So the reason why I say that is because Ruby is 3 distributors. Okay. Each with 400 GV under them. GV is literally just a point system that the product is worth. Okay. So Keto Coffee is $39. It's 30 GV. You can find all that in your eSuite. All right. So you're going to have those 3 people. They're going to be at 400. You're going to be at a total of 2,000. The month that you go Ruby, you should be pretty much charted for Emerald. The month that you go Diamond, you should be charted for double. You know, you got to have more than what you need. You got to have, I want you to have paychecks that are high. They're not the average. They're above average. Okay. We don't want to just, you don't want to be basic, right? Now, Ruby is just those 3 people. Now, all you're going to do, okay, to be Emerald is help 2 of those people go Ruby. That's it. You bring in 3 people, you teach them to bring in 3 people. That's it. Okay. Now, that next month, all you're going to do is you're going to bring in a few, and then you're going to teach one of these people to bring in a few. And literally, that is your diamond. Okay. Now, you're going to use these 2 things and the team page training videos to help your new distributors and yourself accumulate their first 6 customers. That's going to qualify you for this diamond bonus. It's going to get you your shopping spree, and it is going to get you your fast start bonuses. Okay, so I'm going to explain what those are. Every time you enroll a distributor and they have their first 6 customers within their first 30 days, you're going to get a $150 fast start bonus. Okay, now that if they have 6 customers averaging like 2 products, and then they run their ADBV auto ship, they're going to have about 500 GV. That is a Ruby. That's it. So all you're going to do is you're going to bring in your first 6 customers. You're going to bring in 3 distributors, teach them to bring in 3 distributors. And then that next month, guess what you're going to do? You're going to bring in another 6 customers, and then you're going to be bringing in 3 more distributors. That is, it really is that simple. It's just that we are so worried looking at this big scary chart. It is not scary. It is duplication. It really can be that simple. And if you happen to be amazing and sign 5 to 10 to 20 distributors a month, awesome. You get to help even more people on your team. Okay. And it doesn't always happen perfectly. Sometimes we have to help our distributors with customers. And if that's the case, you guys, in order to earn your bonuses, you have to enroll your customers on their website, on your distributor's website. And that's okay. I love to help my team too. But this is it. This is how you're going to make a lot of money in 2020. All the training videos on all of these things, they're in the team page. Okay. Now, the very last thing I want to say is, you guys, I get it when you're new, especially, or even when you're not new and you start to have a big team, it can be overwhelming, right? You're like, wait, what? But it would be like that whether you went and got a 9-to-5 job, right? Like even if you went to go work at Subway, you're going to have to learn the sandwiches. You're going to have to learn how they work, what they do, the order they go in. Like you're going to have to learn anything no matter what. And so at least you're learning this, that number one, you get to be paid while you get to learn, okay? You get to get paid while you learn, and it's going to grow a real residual income. Some of you guys have not even seen the kind of money that this business can give you. $5, $10, $20, $50, $70,000 a month. Stay simple, stay focused, stay in your lane. It is this simple. It is this simple, you guys. Now, the very last thing I want to say, I can say that 100 times, is use this for your new distributors, okay? We have the day 1 through 4 training videos. All of this stuff is explained in there, but I don't move on to the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th day until I have walked my new distributor through the day 1 and they've messaged their 20 people. On the day 2, we make their first post. We don't move on until they're done with that because people get overwhelmed. They get overwhelmed easily. And so just keep it so freaking simple for yourself. I want all of you guys to go tell your spouse, you're this, you're that. I'm going diamond and I'm earning a $15,000 bonus. You just watch me. And I want you guys to go tell everybody. Say it to your friends, say it to your family, say it on Facebook every single day. You know how many people you'll sign by just talking about the bonus? So many, because they have the opportunity to earn it within their first 90 days also. But all right, guys. So I am really excited, and I know so many of you guys are going to earn it. And I know some of you guys, you might talk and you might not do it, but I don't want to see that. I want to see there's enough for all of us, for those who are willing to put in the work. So just be that person that's willing to put in the work, okay? Don't get distracted. That's the way of the world. It's going to distract you, right? Facebook puts up an ad of this funny cat video, and all of a sudden your messaging stops. Like that's what they do. That's the point, okay? You need to start to be other people's, what's in their view, instead of, the other way around. Okay. I don't go on Facebook and Instagram looking for entertainment. I'm going on Facebook and Instagram to distract you and be your entertainment. That's what it is. Okay. So I can go on forever, but thanks guys for being on, and we will have the power hour at 8. And I hope you guys have a good, happy Monday night. And this was recorded, and I will get it up for anyone who needs it afterwards. Okay. Bye.